Ross, and today I will be showing you guys how to create a flowchart using diagrams. So as you guys can see on my screen, diagrams.net is an application. You don't have to install it on your computer, but it is friendly for Windows and Mac users. As you can see, you can you can back up your flowchart through OneDrive. You also can utilize Google Drive, excuse me, and other devices. So I have mine stored backed up to my OneDrive. And as you can see, I'll go back. You can start a new one from a blank diagram, or you can use some of the templates that they already have up. So for this example for today, I'm just going to create a blank diagram. Okay, so as you guys can see on my screen, it's a blank canvas. And on the right side of my screen, just to have up for you guys to see the visual of the flowchart symbols. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start off. So as you can see, our start symbol is going to be this pill or oval shape. So as you can see on this side of the screen, it has drop downs of the different shapes and different sections. So for us, if we're using a flowchart, here are some of the shapes that we can utilize for us to start or end. Also here at the top, you can type in some things in the search engine, and as you can see, it pops up here as well, just to give you a few options. So I can click this to be my start and end, and I can click and drag it on my screen. Okay, so you can start to type into that shape, and as you can see, it populates here on the screen. So the next thing I want to do is to, for my example, for my diagram, is to next go into my first topic. Okay, so the first topic, I want to utilize the parallelogram. So that represents the input and output. So as you can see over here on this side of the screen, you see the parallelogram. Sorry, I can't say that correctly. But another option, you can click and put it here. But an easier way, if you click to the direction if you want to start to your flow chart, as you can see, it pops up a window of these different shapes. Okay, so as you can see, you don't see the shape here that we're wanting for that. So we can simply click and drag it onto the screen and place it wherever you like. Okay, so here you can see the arrows, and it can kind of click back, and you can drag your connector here to connect both of those. Okay, so here again, remember, you can go ahead and input your information here into that shape. So the next thing I want to do, as far as the topic one, you'll start off with the for me, a lecture. And sorry guys, I keep saying so that will be when I click here, I will want to use the process symbol. So as you can see over here, the process symbol would be our rectangle. So using that menu, I'm going to go ahead and select the rectangle, and automatically adds the connector there for me. So here I'll type in, sorry, selection, presentation. Okay, and from here, after this, we will have activity. So here, that will again be a part of the process. I'll select my same rectangle, and I will go ahead and type that in. And then the next thing is going to be an evaluation. So as you guys can see, I'm kind of already off my page a little bit, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep building. So here, next is an evaluation. So I wanted to do that so I can show you how, as I keep building, how it creates the screen, and you can see these dotted lines to kind of show the split of that screen. But you do also have the ability to move these back to, if you want to shorten them and kind of decrease the amount of space in between them. You do have that ability to do that. So for this one, I'm just going to put as a knowledge check. And for that knowledge check is going to be, sorry, I can't type or talk today. Next, you're going to see if they want to pass this knowledge check or this evaluation, this form of an assessment. So this is going to be based off of a decision. Okay, so here, based on our flow charts on the right hand side of my screen, I want to use a diamond. Okay, so I can kind of stretch this out a little bit to kind of resemble more of that decision look. Okay, and here I'm just going to put pass. And if they pass, so here what I want to do is for a yes or no. So I want to actually utilize one of the connectors with a label. Okay, so here I'm going to click, and as you can see, when I click on it, it just adds it to the screen. Then you have the ability to maneuver it and connect it to one of the shapes. Okay, so next I want to add, so if they pass, yes, so that means they're going to go to the next topic, which is here. Okay, so that'll be if they pass, we're going on to the next topic in the lesson. Okay, so here, as you can see my label, I can double click on that and then I can type in yes. Okay, so what happens if I think I got more than one there, so let me redo that. I can click it and add that back. So what I'll do again here is just connect this. As you guys can see, it kind of did it when I did it that way, and then I can just double click and create yes. Okay, so here I want to be able to, I'm gonna add my other label and see what happens when they say when they don't pass. So again, I'm going to connect it, and the decision, if they do not pass, they're going to, I want them to go back through the lecture. So as you can see, this is going straight down, but here at the top I have the ability to change this connector piece. Okay, and I'm going to put it up here. Excuse me if it's being a little discombobulated, because let me, you know what, it'll be better if I zoom out. Okay, so I want them to go back to the lecture, so I'm gonna redo my my connector, and as you can see, I'm dragging this out because I want this to come up here. Okay, and connect it there. Okay, and so here I'll double tap on my label and I will put no. So if they don't pass, we're going to have them go back through here, which means, sorry, they'll have to, after they go back through here, they'll go through the lecture again, the activity will repeat, and then hopefully they will pass to them to go on to the next topic. So here I'm going to again go ahead and add my my process. So here they'll go through lecture / the presentation. Okay, so say if they do have again an activity associated with this one, and say if this is the end of the training course, then say they have their assessment. I'm gonna put final, let me click it here, final assessment. Okay, and then say if again we're gonna have a decision, so I'm gonna hear if they're gonna pass or not. And also, as you guys can see, this does give you the flexibility. As you can see, if I move it down, and it can create that that kind of like that dual connector, and you can move it around here. So say I want to keep it up here, I can type in here pass again, and then you will have the ability, so if they pass, then we're going to want to add the end. Okay, so remember, I'm going to go ahead and get my connector with the label again. See here, and then I'm going to, let's see, I don't know if it's going to add it, but I'm going to go ahead and add the end. And don't forget, I'm going to add my label. I think it added another one for me. Oh, I'm gonna hit the undo. Okay, yes. And then remember, I'm gonna add my other connector on the other side of here. But of course, I don't want it that way. So I'll just switch it around. And then for here, I want this to be no. Then I want them to, yeah, I'll change it. I want them to be able to go back down here. And I want them to go back down here to topic. Let me do it this way. Back to topic 2. And then they'll repeat and go back through again. So this, and I'm gonna zoom out so you guys can see it, how it will look this way. And up here it says we have unsaved changes. So what we can do, we can come up here and title this, rename it, and then what we can do is we can go ahead and save it. And again, going back to the options, you have the ability to save to your Google Drive or your OneDrive to go ahead and to save your file. And that is how you guys will create a flowchart using diagrams. I hope you guys enjoy and you learned a lot. Thank you and have a good one.